Heckle myself.
All right, I'm back. For those of you who just got here, my name is Lyle Hutchins. I'm a singer-songwriter from Chesterfield, New Hampshire. Spending the last 3 years studying music in New Orleans, and I'm going to be playing some songs for you. Some original, some covers that have inspired me. So yeah, let's get to it. Be here for the next hour.
All right, where did my capo go? Now that's a problem.
Oh, never mind.
I hate the bathroom at my college. Not just the one in my dorm room, but all of them across campus. When you're sharing something with a ton of people, bad things are bound to happen. Toilets get dirty, shower drains get clogged, sinks break. Speaking of sinks, the sink in my dorm room is only capable of producing scorching hot water or freezing cold water. Nothing in between. What's up with that? To answer this question, I decided to ask some high school friends if they had similar experiences in their college journeys. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Lyle Hutchins. I'm a guy. I'm Peam's friend.
Hello, I'm Liam Harrison. I'm studying game programming at Champlain College up in Burlington, Vermont. I'm from Dublin, New Hampshire.
I'm going to school in Loyola University, New Orleans, so I'm studying music. My degree is popular and commercial music, which is like a little bit of everything in the music industry.
This past semester, I competed in the Ubisoft competition up in Montreal, which was good. Our team didn't win anything, but we did get nominated for Best Technical, which is good. Well, I had a personal bathroom in every room, in my room, because it was a single, which was nice. It's okay. The toilet, the water pressure was okay. It was nothing special. Toilet paper, not good. Very thin.
You know, I like the thin toilet paper personally. I don't like the overly expensive, fluffier toilet paper because it just sticks to your ass, and this doesn't. Or if it does, you don't notice. Alright, so the first year, it was the word. It was. If I could give it a negative number, I would. The thing is, right? I knew better, but we all just let the bathroom get horrible. I mean, I think we cleaned it maybe 3 times in a whole year. Yeah, one time I lifted my foot off of the tile floor, and I heard a so it was pretty bad.
Our first semester junior year, we had a smaller bathroom across this way, and it was cursed because there was a shower built into it, but the shower was just like on the floor. There was no separating divider. The whole room was really like the shower, I guess. But the issue came with when the drain got stuck. So when someone took a shower, the entire floor would just be soaked with water. They had to deal with that.
Oh my god. The second bathroom experience I've had at Loyola is the Francis bathroom, which is fine, a lot better. I actually cleaned it regularly, except I was one out of 4 guys in the suite that all shared a bathroom, and nobody else cleaned it. So I was the only one regularly cleaning it. It wasn't like horrible, but I just remember one time being like, alright, fuck it, I'm cleaning the floor. When I lifted the paper towel that I was using to clean it up off the floor, it was completely black on one side. So there was that. And now, next year I'm moving back into Francis, and I'm gonna share another bathroom with like 3 other people again. But this time I'm forcing them to fucking clean it. Alright, so I'm right now, you know, I have a year left of college, and I'm trying to make this music thing work. So I'm working on an album of original material. I have like 10 songs written, and I think I'm gonna write 2 more. And I'm starting to record and do a lot of stuff kind of at home this summer. And I'm gonna try and just play a bunch of shows with my music. I'm in the same place that I was when I was 13. You knew better than me. I fucked up my chance long ago, and I guess that's okay when the weather's gray. 'Cause it's too sunny here for me to cry, and it's too damn hot to go outside. I know it's useless, but I can't imagine it. And all my plans went to shit, still not over it. And I'm sorry I left so suddenly. What has become of me? Oh, you would sit down, you would tell me, being over dramatic. What's the point now when we're miles and miles away? What's the point now when we're miles and miles? Yeah, so this song that I played is called When I Was 13. I wrote it like, I don't know, I was just really like, my life sucks. All the shit I like to do back home, I can't do in New Orleans, or I didn't think I could do. I was just like really down on myself. I was like, I can't make relationships work, I can't make this work, and I was thinking back to like all of these times in high school where like I could have had a relationship with somebody and I kind of threw it away because I was like nervous or whatever, and was just feeling very lonely. And so the song is kind of, I mean, it's a little autobiographical, but it's also kind of vague. Like I don't really know who I'm talking about. But it's just like, it's just like a portrait of like that feeling when you're like reminiscing about a time because the present feels like inescapable and really tough. For this album, a lot of it centers around like homesickness and like conflicting feelings over like being from this part of America and just like growing up in New England and just growing up in general. I mean, it's kind of funny because I'll be like in New Orleans and I'll be homesick for here. Then I come back here and I'm homesick for somewhere else. My best bathroom, which was probably the apartment bathroom, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. The bathroom at home, I would give it like a 9 or a 10 out of 10.
How would you rate the bathroom at your house?
I'd give it an 8. It's pretty solid.
I've gone M.I.A. recently, not quite sure where I've been. I've been wondering about what I can handle and where the line ends. Pitchforks, mobs, and all sorts of intrigue. I want to give it all up. Spread so thin like some overused jelly on a knife that you bought. All my life I've kept it to myself. Don't want to see me in the mirror. The overgrown weeds behind Grandma's house, I might snap if I could see them leave her. Go, M.I.A.
Talking to Liam and hearing Lyle play music made me reminisce on our high school days when all three of us were in a band. This wasn't your typical high school band though, as only one of us knew how to play music, and I think it's pretty obvious which one of us that is. I guess you could say our specialty was making horrible music.
How can I live without my Moxie? Nordic, yeah. Woo! Nordic, yeah. my pee-pee.
I had a lot of fun being in this band. Probably because I can't sing or play any instruments. There's a certain sense of joy that manifests when you don't know what you're doing. It makes you feel like a kid again, experiencing the world for the first time. In hopes of trying to create the magic that once was, I asked Lyle if all three of us could work on a song again. To my surprise, he agreed.
Oh, yeah, wait, okay. Something like that.
Oh my porcelain throne, I miss being in the zone.
Miss being in the zone.
No, I think we should do like I miss something though, just to really hammer it in.
Yes.
Yeah, for the
Agreed.
nostalgia.
Oops. Well, that's the right timing. Yeah, okay. Oh, I did that wrong. I should not do bus 12. You do
Bus
like
13.
17. One that doesn't have other ones on it.
Hmm.
So then I go here. We're gonna change it. How do I change it? Thinking. I got it. Thinking about. I keep forgetting the first one.
This roll is paper thin, and something's getting in. Alright.
I was trying so hard not to laugh. This verse is so funny.
It is
like
actually
it's so funny.
It's actually really funny. If only I could make my personal music this good. I feel like whenever I make shit with you guys, it comes out really, like, it actually comes out kind of good, and then I make my own stuff, which I like, but I can never get the recordings to be like...
For some reason, working on a song with my friends and talking about homesickness made me miss high school. Which is weird because, like many others, high school was one of the worst, if not the worst, experience of my entire life, due to a variety of reasons. So what is it about hanging out with my friends that gave me this sense of longing for such a dark time in my life? Was it some sort of homesickness? How could I be homesick for a place I'd never considered home? Am I just blinded by nostalgia? What is even the difference between homesickness and nostalgia?
I think nostalgia is a positive remembering, like a selective remembering that's not accurate, of past events where you're just taking the most positive elements and you're screening out all the negative stuff, kind of in an unconscious way. And homesickness is very similar, and it's sort of the same process, but I think nostalgia is it's like a positive, you're like taking the positives from the past and you're like reincorporating it into like what you want for the future and like what you appreciate about the present. Whereas like something like homesickness is like more negative, is like more about like feeling like those things are absent from your present, I think. So it's all about like the relationship to the present and what you take with you, I feel like. A lot of my music is feeling nostalgic for a particular time and writing about it and like wanting to keep that memory alive for the good things that I can kind of continue like bringing to my life, yeah, I would say so. Yeah, not much I'll have to say about it.
The idea of nostalgia and positively remembering the past makes me think of low-quality footage. I grew up in the 2000s, an era that one could describe as the peak of excitement for digital technology. I always feel a great sense of nostalgia for videos produced by these earlier digital products. That being said, there's nothing great about these kinds of videos when you compare them to current technology. It's always too noisy and overexposed, you can barely tell what's going on. Yet, there's something about it that makes me happy. I was recently reminded of this quote from Brian Eno's book, A Year with Swollen Appendices, where he writes, "Whatever you find weird, ugly, uncomfortable, and nasty about a new medium will surely become its signature. CD distortion, the jitterness of digital video, the crap sound of 8-bit. all of these will be cherished and emulated as soon as they can be avoided. It's the sound of failure. So much modern art is the sound of things going out of control, of a medium pushing to its limits and breaking apart. The distorted guitar sound is the sound of something too loud for the medium supposed to carry it. The blues singer with the cracked voice is the sound of an emotional cry too powerful for the throat that releases it. The excitement of grainy film, of bleached out black and white, is the excitement of witnessing events too momentous for the medium assigned to record them. Two things have always stuck out to me about this quote: the idea of failure and the idea of momentous events. Failure is essential to our growth. Thus, our failures are momentous events. For example, a baby might fucking suck at walking, but its first steps are a momentous event. It is a key moment in growth. I suppose my high school years were the same. When I look back on my time making dumb music with Lyle and Liam, I see myself singing into a microphone and failing miserably to create pleasant sounds for one's ears. Yet I marched through this failure with confidence, because like a baby taking its first steps, I did not care if I failed. This confidence was a momentous event in my creative growth and led me to where I am today, which is probably why I look back on it with such excitement. Of course, I didn't realize any of this at the time, and neither does a baby when it takes its first steps. It truly is an event too momentous. I suppose all of this is what nostalgia is. So then, what is homesickness? Well, like Lyle said, nostalgia and homesickness are linked. Perhaps homesickness also has to do with failure. Maybe home is just the place where we can fail. Maybe my problem with my college bathroom is that it's a reminder of growing up and leaving home. As we grow out of our childhood years, we face the pressure of contributing to society and being good at the things we do. We face the pressure of not failing because society cannot run on failures. Leaving home is venturing out into a place where it is no longer safe to fail. When I was a kid, I remember I used to make videos for fun. I'd film puppets or Minecraft videos, and I did it not to impress anyone, but because it brought me joy. This is something that has become rare in my college experience. When I make films, all I care about is making a final product that is good, because otherwise I face the dread of imposter syndrome. And it happens a lot. I don't always make things that are good. I fail. A lot, and that is terrifying. Failure will always be unavoidable, but I think making music with Lyle and Liam has helped me come to terms with that. Making music for fun and no other reason remind me that just because we're apparently adults, it doesn't mean it's not okay to make stuff for the sake of making things. It's okay not to be good at something. As humans, we never really stop growing. Or at least we shouldn't. There's so much in the world for us to do and learn. Because of this, failure will always be with us. Maybe if we all helped each other come to terms with that, we would all feel a little more at home.
I've been awake for the past 3 hours, thinking about the past 3 years. It's 3 a.m., I hear music from the showers. Sometimes I wish I could disappear. I stumble over towards the shitter. The broken lock tears at my soul. The streaks of brown like art school glitter. Lines of yellow grease the bowl. Oh, my porcelain throne. Without you, I feel alone. Your water's always so clear. I'm running at my rear. You're my number one. For my number honey to your poo when I'm feeling blue. I try to clean my hole after the Browns at the Super Bowl. The barbarian's at the gate, and he's getting pretty irate. This roll is paper thin, and something's getting in. I stand up covered in death, wash my hands like Lady Macbeth. Oh, my porcelain throne, without you I feel alone. Your water's always so clear, I'm running my rear. You're my number one, for my number two. I'm the honey to your poo when I'm feeling blue.
I stumble back to bed. A soggy pillow hits my head. I drift off to sleep, lying still, counting sheep. My tears roll down my cheeks, and I realize for the first time in weeks what a privilege it is to be a person with a privy waiting for me. 'Cause not everyone is as lucky as I to have a place to rest their thighs. What if every ill-begotten soul had a place like my bowl? The globe would shine with all the smiles, free from all their ventral trials. But if you don't care to clean the jar, the dream of world peace will be gone.
Okay, so this wall behind me here, the top part, used to be covered in vines, and I guess there was a wandering moose that fell off, and the moose, like, I don't know, Liam broke his legs or something?
It died.